Hey everyone, welcome back to the Amber Mine. It's been a while since we've been at this park. Today, I'm going to be building the Sarcosuchus exhibit. I've had ideas to do this exhibit since about the time that I decided to even make this project, way back in I think 2016 it was? Anyway, here's a time-lapse. The Sarcosuchus Imperator, which means Flesh Crocodile Emperor, or known to those 90s kids like me, the Super Croc, was an extinct genus of crocodiliform and distant relative of living crocodilians that lived during the early Cretaceous period, 133 to 112 million years ago, of what is now Africa and South America. Sarcosuchus was a giant relative of crocodiles, with fully grown individuals estimated to have reached up to 9 to 9.5 meters in total length, and 3.5 to 4.3 metric tons in weight. It had somewhat telescoped eyes and a long snout comprising 75% of the length of its skull. There were 35 teeth on each side of the upper jaw, while the lower jaw, there were 31 teeth on each side. The upper jaw was also notably longer than the lower one, leaving a gap between them when the jaws were shut, creating an overbite. In young individuals, the shape of the snout resembled that of the living gharial, but in fully grown individuals it became considerably broader. Sarcosuchus had an expression on the end of its snout known as a bulla, which has been compared with the gara seen in gharials. However, unlike the gara, which is only found in male gharial, the bulla is present in all Sarcosuchus skulls that have been found so far, suggesting that it is not a sexually dimorphic trait. The purpose of the structure is still unknown. Based on the broader snout of the fully grown Sarcosuchus Imperator, when compared with living gharial and other narrow-snouted crocodiles, along with a lack of interlocking of the smooth and sturdily crowned teeth when the jaws are closed, Serrano et al. Hypothesized that Imperator had a generalized diet similar to that of the Nile crocodile, which would have included large terrestrial prey such as the abundant dinosaurs that lived in the same region. This spawned the tagline for Super Croc: "It didn't just live with dinosaurs, it ate them." For the environment that is being created for the exhibit, I chose to base it heavily off of three major sources. The first and second sources were the alligator enclosures at Gatorland, USA, and a place called Billy Swamp Safari where I visited in 2010. The bridge was designed based on the Gatorland boardwalks that went through the swamp, and the flat, cleared out, overgrown grassland came from the Billy Swamp Safari. As for my other influence, however, I'll give you a moment to ponder it. In the meantime, if you haven't yet, leave a like and a comment, or even subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I know it's cliche, but it truly does make a difference. Also, if you're feeling adventurous, share the video with a friend and ask them to watch it. Now back to that last influence. Have you figured it out yet? Well, this is a crocodilian. How could I not take influence from a small place in Queensland, Australia, known originally as the Queensland Reptile and Fauna Park, now known as the Australia Zoo? Home to the legend himself, Steve Irwin, more commonly known as the Crocodile Hunter. Fun fact, my original channel, where the series originally started over at, was named Thylacine Hunter. This was in homage to the legendary wildlife warrior. How did this place influence the Sarco enclosure? Well, the old crocodile exhibits, originally designed by the legend himself, gave a fair amount of reference. Unfortunately, when dealing with a 30-foot beast instead of an up to 20-foot long one, I had to upscale some things, and some of it might have been lost in the upscaling. One thing for sure is that I knew I needed to include a feeding platform similar to how Steve and Wes used to do their feeding shows back in the 80s and 90s before they built the Crocoseum. Just imagine this giant crocodilian doing a feeding show and jumping potentially up to 30 feet out of the water. This is based off of how saltwater crocodiles can jump their entire body length out of the water. The splash zone would be huge. One thing I wasn't sure about was the back half of the exhibit. There is a space between what will be one of the future aquariums and the north wall of this paddock. Should I revisit this one and add some grandstands and build Jurassic Park's very own crocodilian in the future? Let me know what you think down below. For now, I'm just going to let the time lapse play out from here. See you at the outro. Well, that was a fun video. The exhibit isn't fully finished, as there are some trees that need to be added. But I do not know how. I just am not a tree builder. So until I'm able to get some schematics from my team, this is just going to have to be where it's at for now. I will make a video, probably the next one, which will be the Tyrannosaurus paddock. I will come back and update this place with some trees. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like and comment. And if you haven't already, subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Hey Ember Miners, thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out and click the bell icon to be notified of our videos when we upload them. Consider leaving a like on this video so we know that you enjoyed it. Leave a comment about content that you would like to see come to this channel, and be sure to check the description for links to our Discord if you would like to talk to the team more directly. Check out our Patreon if you would like to help fund the team and its upcoming projects. Remember, this is a fan group reviewing the depths of our favorite franchise, and that we are in no way affiliated with the groups and companies that own them. Be sure to support Universal Studios and Amblin Entertainment. This has been an Amber Mine production. Thank you for mining with us.